for the two-story building, the wall! Tango down.
Hello everybody and welcome to the second part to my three-part series. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my tactician build here for soloing Pier 93 resistance. Just to double tap on, if you guys did not see my first part video, what you guys should be doing right now in the division, especially if you are looking to unlock some more of your commendations or division shields, a lot of that progress can be done in resistance. So I'm going to be showing you guys today how you guys can be doing this with the tactician build, which is going to be a turret build. And I would highly recommend that you guys do this. It's actually really easy. It's sort of a little bit like the Firecrest build that I just released on my first part video. So without further ado guys, here's my gear. For my primary here, I'm going to be using the lightweight M4, which has talented, competent, and determined. And the house has talented as my secondary. So talented is killing a target with this weapon increases skill power by 15% for 20 seconds. Competent is weapon damage is increased by 10% for 15 seconds after using a skill, and was really good with tactician build. And determined, killing a target reduces all skill cooldowns by 7.5%. All three of those are what I would recommend for running this build. Very important. My chest piece has skill haste, enemy armor damage. It has electronics and skill power mods. My mask is rolled skill power. We have electronics and skill haste. My knee pads are also rolled skill power with damage to elites. Electronics skill power and a turret damage performance mod. If you could find a 4.0 instead of my 3.5, that would be the best. My gloves is enemy armor damage, skill haste, and assault rifle damage. My holster is rolled skill haste and has turret damage for its performance mod. And for my backpack, much like my first build video, I will be using two different backpacks throughout this run. My first backpack is my Tactician's Authority pack, which will unlock my 6 set bonus here. It has 2 support station healing speeds, 5% for performance mods, along with an electronic skill power. Now I don't use this backpack as the primary. I will be using the operator's backpack. This will be my secondary backpack, mostly because the 6-piece is just, it's not too viable in here. I prefer to use the operator's bag as my main, but given the situation when I switch to this, normally I only switch to this backpack if I'm going to be using my healing station. So I'll be using that during the computer waves and during the contamination waves, and sometimes during the boss waves. It depends, it's situational, but because of how often you're going to be using your abilities and everything, it's just, and because you're only using one, I'm only using the turret, I feel that the 6 set bonus is just, it's not for me. So the operator pack has increased skill power by 15% while at full health. Like I said, this is a turret build, so you should not be taking much damage. Your health should be at full, so you'll be getting that 15% increased skill power, which makes a huge difference. It does. This backpack is rolled skill power. I have electronics, skill power mod, and then 2 4% turret damage performance mods on here. So like I said, this one will be my primary backpack, what I'll be using. Getting into my abilities here. I prefer Seeker Mines. Obviously you're going to be using the Pulse Turret, but I prefer Seeker Mines here. Mostly because you don't want to be taking damage. Like I said, you want to try and keep your health at topped off, so you get that 15% bonus to skill power. So you don't really need to be putting yourself in the line of fire or line of sight of the enemies if you're using Seekers. So that's why I recommend it. But you can also use the Sticky Bomb if that's what you fancy. And lastly, you'll be using your support station. Life support, which is always key to a lot of solo players. It gives you a second life if you get down. And I will be using the immunizer during the contamination waves. So that's for the support stations. For my my ultimates here, I will be always having recovery link on. That's a great ability for it's a great skill. I'm sorry, for solo players. But I will be switching to survivor's link for when I need to be getting to the computer, especially since I like to leave at the last second. This makes sure that I can get there in time. Onto the talents. Police up, kill a hostile with any skill for a 10% chance of auto refilling all ammo types to capacity. If you run this, you will not have to buy ammo throughout this run. So it just saves you a little bit of shade tech. The only time things I buy is probably one wave of grenades and one wave of first aid, so this saves you a little bit of shade tech. Tech support, kill a hostile while any skill is deployed to extend any active skill durations by 10%. That one's key. That will make sure that your turret survives the entire round. You don't have to reset it. Shrapnel. Apply bleed to any target, triggers a 30% chance per each target in a 10-meter radius. This syncs very well with the seeker mines, so I prefer to use that. And for your last talent, you guys can really pick whatever you want, but I like to stay in the medical side. For this, I'm going to be running Adrenaline. Medkit now gives 7 seconds of immunity from status effects. If I were not using that, I would be using Critical Save, which using a medkit during low health would increase damage resistance by 20% for 10 seconds. So any kind of damage resistance or immunities obviously is great for lone wolf solo players. So that's my talents and abilities. Anyways, guys, go ahead, sit back and relax. This is going to be a lengthy video, just like my first part here. So, hope you guys enjoy it. And don't forget to comment in the comment section below as to what builds you guys like to run solo in Resistances. I'd really like to hear it, especially if it's a Tactician build. I'm a big fan of the Tactician. Anyways, guys, enjoy, and I will see you at the end.
Next wave of hostiles in 20 seconds. Ten seconds until next wave. Next wave of hostiles is beginning.
Scans indicate 5 hostiles remain. Scans say you have 3 enemies left. I'm only seeing one more hostile. You're gonna have to deal with skill jammers.
20 seconds until next wave. Next wave in 10 seconds. EMP blasts are inbound.
Still got 5 hostiles out there. You've got 3 hostiles left. You've got 1 enemy remaining.
Next wave of hostiles in 20 seconds. next wave of hostiles in 10 seconds. Hostile wave is imminent.
Scans indicate 5 hostiles remain. There's 3 unfriendlies left. I'm only seeing one more hostile. Get yourself ready to scan an objective.
Next wave in 20 seconds. Ten seconds until next wave of hostiles. You must scan the target location. Seconds remain for you to complete the critical objective. There are 10 seconds remaining for you to complete the critical objective.
Let's do this quick.
Get the damn target out of cover!
3 hostiles to go. Scans say you got 1 hostile left.
I gotta do this.
Seconds until next wave. Hostiles inbound in 10 seconds. Heavily armored enemy detected.
No way in hell.
Eliminate all hostiles that remain.
You've got 3 hostiles left. I'm seeing 1 more hostile. Prepare for loss of shade tech capability.
Next wave in 20 seconds. Next wave of hostiles in 10 seconds. Alert. Shade Tech interacts are offline.
Not much of a
remaining.
You want some of this?
20 seconds until next wave. Ten seconds until next wave. Wave of hostiles now inbound.
Scans indicate 5 hostiles remain. You've got 3 hostiles left. I'm only seeing one more hostile. Hey, get ready to scan the objective.
20 seconds until next wave. Hostiles inbound in 10 seconds. Scan the target location. seconds to go for you to complete the critical objective.
Force up and running.
10 seconds left to complete critical objective. Eliminate all remaining enemies.
You've still got 5 hostiles out there. There's 3 unfriendlies left. You've got 1 enemy remaining.
It's on. Just you and me. All right, come on, let's go.
Get ready. You're gonna have to deal with a contamination anomaly.
Next wave in 20 seconds. Ten seconds until next wave of hostiles. Virus bursts are inbound.
I'm seeing 5 hostiles remaining. Scans say you have 3 enemies left. I'm seeing 1 more hostile.
Seconds until next wave. Next wave of hostiles in 10 seconds. Heavily armored enemy inbound.
got 3 hostiles left. You've got 1 enemy remaining.
Listen.